We just concluded the mandatory mini camp. We had 100% attendance here. You saw Cox was back here today from the death of his cousin, and got good working. So what do we look forward to here? So we've got Lehigh coming up. The players now go into what is a pre-phase one period. So, and this is veteran players. From now until training camp starts, they can lift in the weight room, but they cannot be out on the field with balls and so on. So it's just like pre-phase one that we went through at the beginning of this 9-week period. And then the rookies will be up here next week, and they'll be lifting. Quarterback can come out and throw. They can do their thing on the field. There's no problem with that. And again, everything's set up. These last 3 days were all set up so that when we hit Lehigh running. Whether it's the installs, whether it's the type of, as much as we could, the type of time schedule with the walkthrough in the morning and then the practice in the afternoon. The guys that will not, or that we're going to keep an eye on for training camp as far as injuries go, you got Colt Anderson, who probably won't start training camp, but we'll keep an eye on him. You just see how he's doing. He's ahead of schedule. And then you've got Mike Patterson, who we'll keep a close eye on. There's a chance that he's ready to go, but again, he's got to continue to see his doctor and make sure that everything tests out well. Everything's good so far. We just got to see how things go from here. Vinny Curry should be back out there. He should be participating. Am I missing anybody? I think we've got it. Okay, so those are the main characters there. Thank you.
What did you learn about the team for these 4 weeks of practice?
I love the energy right now and the mindset. So for 9 weeks, these guys have been coming in here and grinding. And I mentioned this before, that about 80% of the team was here even before that, getting in with Barry and doing their lifting. So I want that to carry over to training camp. And it's going to be a tough training camp. This isn't going to be an easy thing for them. I've talked to the team about that, and it's going to be a demanding training camp. And they've got to make sure that from right now until we get there, that they keep themselves in the shape that they're in right now.
When you say tough, do you mean tougher than it's been in the past, and why so?
Well, in the recent past, yeah. I mean, with this compared to last year. So really, you lose 2 draft classes there, and then whatever free agents you brought in that have not been through, our normal training camp.
How much did that hurt the team to not be able to have that regular kind of intense training camp last season?
Oh, listen. I think everybody went through that. I don't know. I will tell you this. One thing I've learned through this period here is when something's taken away and you get it back, you're loving it. And I'm talking about coaches and players. So these players, you think that they don't want to be out here. They want to be out here doing what they do best. And that's the attitude they've had. And then the coaches have been right there with them, the same way.